Good morning, everyone. This is Megan from GoGPS, and today we're going to be focusing on how to run a vehicle accident log data. Okay, so to do so, you're going to click the Activity tab on the left-hand side and choose the View Accident and Log Data. So because our GPS units are plugged into either like the OBD port or a Deutsch connector, it reads the information from the computer inside of the vehicle. So any kind of data that's coming through that computer is also going to be read through the system here as long as it's provided to us. So if there is an accident that your vehicle has gotten into and you have a specific date range and time period, that's the best information to be able to get. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at all the data that comes in, and hopefully I'll be able to show you some information of possible accidents that have happened based off of G-forces and information like that. So I'm going to choose for yesterday's data, and I'm going to select my vehicle, which is great. So click the drop down, select my vehicle, and apply changes. So again, every time the vehicle's ignition turns on, it's going to do a dump of information. And then as soon as the vehicle gets turned off, a dump of information comes through as well. Also, when the vehicle is not running, the device stays kind of like in a warm state and turns on every half an hour. Make sure that your lat and the long hasn't changed and then turns right back off. So you're going to see here roughly every half an hour, a lot of information is going to come through. So you're going to see the lat and the long this morning, and then shuts back off. And then again, I'm just going to scroll down a little bit more. We're going to see the lat and the long hasn't changed, and then it shuts off until the next half an hour. So it does this until the device turns on, and it gets power right from the vehicle itself. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll down a little bit so we can get some information. Okay, around 7-ish. Okay, so we can see here the vehicle was driving 55 kilometers an hour, tells you the lat and the long, and then it'll continue updating the information. Now here's a one for acceleration. We're getting some forward and braking, the forward and right, so that's good information that's coming through. Now you're going to see that some of the lines here, I'm just hovering below one of them, are green. That's good. You like seeing green lines. What the lines, when an accident happens, is going to be like a pink-red color. Or if there's any kind of harsh braking, acceleration, cornering, we're going to see that in here. I think I did fairly well driving yesterday, so we're not going to see too much. But in most cases, if there is an accident, you're going to see that pinky red line. And what you're going to do is you're going to want to open this up into a report to really pinpoint that information so you can then keep it, either print it or save it. You can hand it in with your claim if there is an accident that did occur. So it's really good information to have here. If you come to this part and you're not really sure what the information is saying, please feel free to contact us. We will be more than happy to walk you through how to read the information that's coming through. So I'm just going to scroll back up to the top here. Now, if you have a specific time range that you want to focus in on, that's really great too, to kind of focus in on that session. So I'm going to click the options, and to do so, we're going to choose the custom option and select the specific time range. So just down below. So we're going to choose from 7 a.m. for me here until about 8:15. So I'll give it a quick second. There we go. All right. So I'm just focusing in on my drive into the office yesterday morning just to kind of get us some good information. So 8:15. Here we go. All right. So once you have your date and time range picked out, you're going to choose the Apply Changes again. And then it's going to filter that information. So in the top right corner, it does tell you how many rows how many lines are provided for information. Previous to me making this adjustment, there was over 3,000 lines for just yesterday that was able to show on here. Once you open it up into a PDF or Excel, there's a lot of information that comes through. So again, we're not seeing any pink, which is great for me. We're going to see some cranking voltage. Okay. So there's a lot of data that's coming through here. Again, if you have any questions about how to run this or what the information really says, please let us know. We're going to put this into a report right now. So at the top of the screen, there's a little pie chart with the word view. I'm going to click the drop down, select the advanced report. We always want to see more information because then we can kind of filter it out and lessen it as we go. So we'll give that a quick second to run. And then once it loads here on the screen, we're going to choose the PDF or Excel. I'm a fan of Excel just because then I can go ahead and just shift over the cells so it reaches onto one page and then be able to print that out. All right, so that's going to load in the next couple of seconds here. So just keep in mind, if you are doing this for multiple days, this is going to take a lot of time. The reason so is because there is a lot of data. Again, it updates every 30 minutes when the vehicle's turned off, and then it updates every so many seconds when the vehicle is communicating, the device is communicating. Okay, so it's just going to open up on my other screen. I'm going to bring it over so we can take a look. Okay, so it doesn't look like much that we're seeing behind, but that's fairly normal. Okay. All right, here we go. There we go. Much better. All right, so this is the information that we're seeing coming through. It doesn't look like much, but there's a lot of data that's coming through. So things that I would necessarily want to kind of hide, I don't necessarily need the device group, so I could go ahead and hide that tab or that column. If I don't care about locations or zones, I can go ahead and hide that. In here, it has the reason for log. Okay, so there's one for ignition at my address, and then it starts to update all the information that comes through. Now, if we know that there is a specific accident, we can go ahead and take a look at the log reason and put a filter on that. So again, this information, there's a lot here, but you can customize it to what you're really looking for. Yeah, and that pretty much sums it up for this report. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact our support or myself, and I'd be more than happy to walk you through how to run the accident log data for your vehicles. All right, everyone, have a great day.